In my most recent video for Eve Echoes, there was a number of mistakes that I made prior to undocking. Mistakes that I didn't really catch on until later in the video, say past the 10-minute mark. By which point, of course, it's too late because you're already in the Kalevala Expanse. And that made me think, why don't I do a video highlighting all of the things that you really should be double checking before you undock and commit to something that you can't quite easily recover from. Such as, of course, the Kalevala Expanse, whereby once you get in there, there's no way out. There's no way out, and you've got to make sure that whatever you go in with is the correct stuff. So that is the purpose of today's video. It's going to act more as a checklist to make sure that when you undock, you have everything you need. And we're going to start off with something really, really simple and easy. And that is, I was so tempted then to throw in a subscribe button joke, but yeah, we're going to start off actually with Corporation and Alliance tab. Make sure that both of these are here and that you've not been discreetly kicked from your corporation or alliance. If you have been discreetly kicked from your corporation or alliance, you won't be able to see alliance chat, which means that when you undock from your citadel in Nullsec, the odds are you're not going to be able to dock back up again. So double check that before you undock. Yeah, that one doesn't really need explaining all that much. Next up, assuming again that you're in Nullsec or Lowsec, you want to check the local window. Again, this is another easy one, just to make sure that you're not undocking into a big camp of newts. Again, I don't need to explain that one all that much. But now we're going on to the stuff that we're much less likely to actually check ourselves. And we're going to start with the one that I forget the most. And I literally mean the most. I believe I was using either the mining implant or the pulse crystal implant when I went into the Kalevala Expanse with a drone ship. Again, I can't remember which implant I was using, but it was definitely the wrong one. So we want to make sure that whatever ship we are flying the right implant. In this case, I'm flying an arbitrator, so it's going to be either bombard tactics or automatic defense. In my case, automatic defense. I'm not actually going anywhere with this arbitrator right now, but I figured I need a good looking ship for the video, right? And the Gila was last time, so this time it's the arbitrator. And of course, I don't know why I just closed the implants menu, because we are going back into implants. Because some of us, myself not included, because I would definitely forget to do this all the time, but some of us alter our general units in between ship uses. So for example, with the focus crystal, some people would use the focus crystal for both dormant realms and ratting. When doing ratting, they might have the tracking enhancement, and when doing dormant realms, they might have the range enhancement. So it is worth keeping an eye on the general units if you are one of those people. Now, of course, the next one, which is an incredibly obvious one, but of course it caught me out, is your modules. When I undocked in the Gila in the last video, I did mention about 10 minutes in that I was missing my stasis webifier. Yeah, I fully intended to undock with a stasis webifier, but I never actually checked the fitting screen to make sure the stasis webifier was actually equipped to my ship. Yeah, a little bit silly there. It is also worth noting that whilst you're looking at the fitting screen, make sure that the fittings that you've decided to go with are actually relevant to the content you wish to do. For example, when I went into the Kalevala Expanse, I went in with short-range missiles, which were so short that they couldn't actually hit the target most of the time. An afterburner instead of a micro warp drive, which meant that I couldn't get close enough to my target or far away, depending on the situation that I was in. And of course, I kind of fitted the wrong drones. I do that all the time. I tend to go with what looks good. I rarely actually look at what is the best for the situation. It's like the entire reason why I fly lasers. Not because they're the best, sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't, but because I like them. So always have a look at your fittings as well. And next up, we're going to take a look at fuel. Now, fuel is a more recent one, let's say. Of course, we've always had fuel in the game, but it's always been taken from our cargo holds. Now we don't see it because it doesn't get taken, well, it can get taken from your cargo holds, but it doesn't have to be. In this case, you'll notice on the fitting screen under capacitor, we have remaining fuel. And unfortunately, I can't just tap on the screen to say, here it is, look where all the taps are. But you can see out on the right hand side, in that direction-ish, remaining fuel, I've got 10,200 gigajoules out of 640,000 in total. That's enough for me to be able to use the one module that I've got equipped that uses fuel, my blue exploration scanner. Again, the odds are that most of you probably don't have modules equipped anyway for using fuel, because it tends to be exploration modules or group repair modules, stuff like that. But again, if you need fuel, check this before you undock. And of course, lastly, we want to have a look at our settings in the game, specifically the battle settings. If you are going in with a sniping ship, of course, you want to keep your auto orbit turned off. Now, I'm in an arbitrator right now. It's not going to be sat stationary doing sniping, so I'd want my auto orbit turned on. And depending on the scenario that you're in, maybe you want automatic lockback off. You'd be going for that if you're doing a dormant realm, for example, because you need to be able to choose your target, so you can't let your ship choose it for you. You need to be efficient. But anyway, that is my quick run through. I know there will be even more things that I've completely forgotten to include in this video, and I'll let you guys let me know what else you tend to check in the comment section below. But until the next video, guys, thanks again for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All of that really does help the channel, and this year's goal is to push for 1,000 subscribers. So any help you guys can offer with hitting that subscribe button would be much appreciated. But thanks again, and fly casual in New Eden.